someone who's mean to waiters or someone who doesn't like dogs?
Oh.
We are back yet again with another episode of I Told Ya Street Interviews. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and download us at iToldYa in both of your app stores. Please stay to the end of the video so you can see what big questions we are asking today, and then you can have a chance to say, hey, I told you about that. What's the bigger red flag? Someone who's mean to waiters or someone who doesn't like dogs?
Oh. Oh.
This is the big question.
Do they like cats?
Let's just say, like, we don't know their opinion on cats yet, but we know they don't like dogs, or we know they're mean to waiters.
Mean to waiters.
That's the bigger red flag?
Why do you treat people like that?
Yeah, very fair.
You're gonna treat me.
Hey, do you consider yourself a waiter in a relationship?
No. No, but like, it really shows who a person is.
Okay. What do you think?
I'd definitely say being rude to like waiters, because that's just like, you don't know how to act in public. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be around me. And for the dog thing, like, everybody is entitled to their opinion. I disagree with it, but it can be a cat person, that's fine. But if you don't know how to act in public and just being rude to waiters, you're like, nah, like, I don't need that.
Yeah, I think I fully agree with you. It's still a red flag if you don't like dogs, but like, be nice to your waiters. Your wait staff works hard. This is one of my favorite questions of the day. It's probably my big one. What is the bigger red flag? Someone who's mean to waiters or someone who doesn't like dogs?
Oh.
Oh, we have a winner. What do we think?
You're just terrible if you do either of those things.
Put the finger up here in post. Someone play the Jeopardy theme song. What are we thinking? I know you know one is worse than the other.
No, they're both equally as bad.
Pretty bad.
They're really fucking bad.
So if you were on a first date back-to-back nights and one person you went out was mean to the barista, mean to the waiter, and the next day the person was just like, I don't like dogs. I think they're weird and they're gross. Which person would be more likely to have a second date?
I don't know because they're just terrible. I'm sorry because I love dogs, but like also I work in customer service too. Honestly,
I feel like being mean to a waiter is.
I think that's like.
I think I'd be less likely to go back because that's like a real person. Where dogs is like maybe you have childhood trauma, but like being mean to people is like that's a lot more trauma to get past than a dog.
Yeah. And I feel like when you see someone being mean to like a customer service person, like you're most likely to see that first. In terms of red flags.
Yeah, hey, I fully agree with you. I think that's the only option. I know obviously it is a red flag to not like dogs. Who doesn't like dogs? But being mean to a waiter, it's like you're just kind of a bad person. Like, you suck. This is my big question for the day. What is the bigger red flag? Somebody who is mean to waiters or somebody who doesn't like dogs?
Somebody who is mean to waiters.
Why?
Because dogs can be, everyone has their own formula, so we cannot force to whatever I like, you should like. But being mean to people, you are being mean to your own kind, and it's...
Yeah, hey, that's very fair. I think you got the right answer on that one. Okay, what is the bigger red flag? Someone who is mean to waiters or someone who doesn't like dogs? Big reaction from behind the camera.
I feel like is the bad reaction to a dog like rude, like they would hurt them, or they just simply like prefer a cat?
No, let's say it's not like so far as like physical violence, but it's like a true disdain for dogs. Like they're gross, they're disgusting. Like something on equal par with like telling your waiter something and being mean to them about it.
Right. Okay.
You gotta try and keep it equal, right? Not just like I don't like dogs that much. Like, yeah.
Okay. That's tough. I would say waiter. I know it's like you should always be kind to animals, but I would just go judge a character waiter for sure.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think?
Treat another human.
I agree because I don't know, like dog, yeah, but if you don't want a dog or you don't own a dog, is it really that big of a deal if they don't like dogs? Versus like waiter, like that's a big character flaw.
Yeah. You know what? This question has been like stressing people out all day. I don't even think it's close. Like, should you be nice to animals? Absolutely. But should you be nice to other human beings doing their job? 100%. Like, don't be mean. If you're mean to the waiter and we're on a first date, on my second dinner and drinks date, because we're in a coffee shop on the first one with who in this scenario, I'm gonna be like, I'm probably leaving in the middle of the date. If you're being mean to the waiter, like we're wrapping this up.
so it really sucks
Yeah.
when someone's mean.
Yeah, it does suck. This is my big question, all right? What is the bigger red flag? Someone who's mean to waiters or someone who doesn't like dogs?
Mean to waiters, for sure.
Why?
Cause like, I don't know, I think that's weird. Like if you're mean to someone you don't know, like they're just trying to help you. Like what do you mean?
You want to know something crazy? You are the most person to answer that question the most confidently.
Really?
Of everybody today, they're like, wait, but dogs? Yeah.
Get with it.
Be nice to your waiters.
Get a grip, guys. Get a grip.
Get a grip. What is the bigger red flag? Somebody who is mean to waiters or somebody who doesn't like dogs?
Waiters.
Yeah.
Why?
Waiters.
I don't know. You don't have to like dogs. Well, if you're mean to them, but like it's a human. Doing
Yeah. At the end of the day, like you do have to respect people in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. No follow-ups. All right. Have you ever had a one-night stand? Ever?
I guess.
Okay. And do you think that today's society makes it easier or harder for you to be able to be honest about that?
Easier
Why do you think that?
because it's more normalized.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Have you ever had a one-night stand?
No, I didn't go in on one night stand. And like I had opportunities, but I was like, I kind of don't need this, you know. If you have one night stands, I guess just be responsible about it, and you know,
Safe sex.
yeah, safe sex, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, and my follow-up question, whether you've had one or not, do you think that today's society makes it harder or easier for people to be open and honest about a question like this?
I think, that's a little tough. I believe it depends on the person. Some people are a lot more open about how intimate they can be, or like about their personal life. But there's also like a side you still need to be professional, be respectful. Don't talk about having sex with people.
Like
you know,
in work, at work
exactly.
or in school, yeah.
Work at school with
Hiding
friends.
place.
With friends, like that's okay, I guess. That's a you thing. Me personally, I would never, but yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Hey, I'm in the camp that I think it is definitely easier nowadays on all sides. Not everybody's going to agree with you, but I think it's still a little bit more accepted. You know. I have an initial question with a follow-up question. Have you ever had a one-night stand before?
Yes.
Have you ever had a one-night stand? No. My follow-up question is, do you think society nowadays makes it easier or harder to be able to discuss that openly?
I think it's easier.
Why do you think that?
I think it's just because like I'm a little bit older too as well. I feel like it's just more common. I feel like when I was like 18 and everything, like it was just very like, oh, like it was scandalous almost. But then like I'm 25 and like, yeah, it's just kind of like,
That's just life.
yeah, it's like.
What do you think?
I agree with that. I think it's people are more like chill with it. It happens a lot. Yeah.
Great. I fully agree. Part of question here, all right? Don't be jarred by the first part. Have you ever had a one-night stand?
Nope, only ever been in one relationship happily.
And have you?
No.
Okay, so my follow-up question and the actual question is, do you think that society nowadays makes it easier or more difficult for people to talk about something like this openly?
100% easier.
Why?
I would just say with how times have changed and how open society is, especially with people being more open, at least where we are in Canada, we're very grateful to have like free speech and everything, so it's just easier. People are more open-minded today than they would be when our parents were younger.
Yeah. Fair enough. What do you think?
Yeah, similar. Like I think the conversation around sex and sexuality is just it's a lot more open nowadays, so people feel more comfortable talking about those things and maybe there's less judgment.
Yeah, 100% agree. I'm actually shocked with how open people have been to answering my question with no reservation. People have had more, disdain for hearing me talk about waiters versus dogs than they have had me, a stranger, asking them if they've had a one-night stand before with no context. So, have you ever had a one-night stand before?
You're putting me on the spot here. I'm at school. I don't know. I've never had a one-night stand.
Okay. And the follow-up question.
I'm too much of a lover girl for that.
Fair enough. The follow-up question that I have for you is, do you think that society nowadays makes it easier or more difficult for people to talk about things like that openly?
I think it's easier because like everyone has definitely done it, and like I feel like we're definitely in a place now where people are less judgmental. I would say people are definitely less judgmental. So like people are definitely more open to talking about it, and it's not weird because it happens. It's a thing.
It happens. It's a thing. I 100% agree with you. Last one for you. Ever had a one-night stand before?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
My follow-up question is, do you think that society nowadays makes it easier or more difficult to talk about things like that openly?
Definitely easier, I would say.
Why?
The stigma around it is gone. Well, no, I wouldn't say gone, but it's not nearly as there as it was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, very fair. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a lot easier now, but it's not as open as I would like it to be. I think we have a lot of work to do around that, but like it's definitely better than it used to be.
Yeah. Hey, very fair. I mean, proof is in the pudding, right? People have had a harder time answering waiters versus dogs today than they have telling me if they've had a one-night stand before. Hey friends, thanks for staying to the end of the video. Thanks for liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, following us at iToldYa_ the app, choosing us in one of your favorite app stores, and sticking around for next week where we get to ask more people more questions that you can say, I told you about. We'll see you soon.